Hello again. Let us continue our discussion regarding classification of organic compounds, which I outlined in my earlier video, and classify organic compounds or categorized organic compound in three main dominating classes, and further their subclasses. Now in this lecture I will concise as well as elaborate each and every classes and their subclasses which are used for the classification of organic compounds. So as you can see here that earlier I have discussed or the classification of organic compounds are done on the basis of three main categories. That is, the very first one is the classification on the basis of sources. The second category is the classification on the basis of structure. And the third category is the classification on the basis of functional group. So in this particular video lecture, I will further discuss each and every class and elaborate the subclasses accordingly. So let us continue our discussion with respect to classification of organic compound. So the very first class which I earlier mentioned, as well as I am also discussing here as per the sequence, is the classification based on the source. So as you can see here, on the basis of source or the sources, an organic compound can be classified as the one which can or which is obtained directly from the natural resources, then organic compounds which are obtained directly from the synthetic resources, and the organic compound which are obtained from semi-synthetic resources or sources. So on the basis of source, we can further subcategorize accordingly an organic compound into the three distinct sources from which they are obtained. The first one is the very first subclass under the sources are natural resources, or the second one is the synthetic resources, and the third one is the semi-synthetic resources. The natural resource can further be subcategorized as an organic compound which is obtained from plant, organic compounds which are obtained from animals, and organic compounds which are obtained from microorganisms. So, accordingly, on the basis of natural resources, or the natural resources can be further subcategorized or subclassified depending from where the organic compound is obtained into the three subcategory, that is the natural, under the natural category, natural resources, the subcategory includes the organic compounds which are obtained directly from the plants, then from animals, and then from microorganisms. Although they are not limited to only the three categories, there are maybe more than three category under the natural resources from where the organic compound can be obtained or extracted. So under the subcategory under the natural resources, the very first one is the organic compounds which are obtained directly from the plants. So there are examples of organic compounds which are obtained directly from the plants, and there are not only some examples but there are numerous examples which can be quoted under this particular subheading. And alkalides, terpenoids, carbohydrates, volatile oils. There are number of organic compounds or anyhow which are obtained directly from the plant resources. Now let us look into the organic compounds which are obtained from animal resources. They includes the compounds such as lipids, fatty acids, cholesterol, fats, proteins, amino acids, etc. are obtained dominantly from animal resources. So they are also an organic compounds which are obtained from the animals. Now let us look into the third category, that is the organic compounds which are obtained from the microorganisms. So microorganisms are also a very good source for the production of organic compounds, and these organic compounds can be obtained or can be produced during the metabolic process of microorganisms. However, I here gives a very specific example of certain organic compounds which are produced from the microorganisms and further are commercialized or used specifically for one or other purposes. So I here give an example, or to exemplify the organic compounds which are obtained from the microorganism, is the very first one is the ethanol, and the other one is the insulin, which is the hormone. So these all are the two products which I have mentioned here, which are obtained directly from the microorganisms, are the biotechnological products. They are obtained from the microorganisms with the help of certain specific biotechnological processes, and they are further be used. So this is the very first category which I discussed here, and exemplify the organic compounds which are obtained directly or exemplify the organic compounds under the various subcategories which are obtained from natural resources. Now let us look into the another subclass of organic compounds which are obtained from or which are categorized under the natural under the resources or sources is the organic compounds which are obtained from synthetic resources. So there are a number of organic compounds which are obtained via synthetic processes within a lab, and most of the organic compounds which we are using in our daily life are synthesized practically either in small scale or in large scale anyhow. So it is a bit more easier to exemplify the organic compounds which are synthesized in the lab. For example, I will only give the very simple examples of organic compounds which are obtained in the lab or which are practically synthesized in the lab. This includes acetone, benzaldehyde, acetophenone, etc. are categorized under this particular category. Although there are numerous examples are there, but just only for the purpose of explaining the topic, I will concise my example anyhow. Now, under the third category, that is the third subcategory, which includes the semi-synthetic resources or the organic compounds which are obtained from the semi-synthetic resources. Before moving towards the semi-synthetic resources and exemplifying the organic compounds which are obtained from the semi-synthetic resources, it is very important for us to know what ultimately the semi-synthetic processes are, or what is ultimately our semi-synthetic resources are. So the semi-synthetic resources means, here in semi-synthetic process, the organic compound rather to synthesize from an initial starting material, here the starting material is first obtained from certain natural resources as an intermediate, and then that particular intermediate is further used to synthesize or further used to produce the novel organic compounds. So in semi-synthetic processes, the intermediate is first obtained from certain other resources, and then the intermediate, whatever we are having, is then used to produce a novel compounds. So this is because of this particular background or because of this particular platform that we are obtaining certain intermediates, and then we are going for synthesis to obtain the desired product. This particular process is also known as partial synthesis or halfway synthesis. So these are the synonyms which are used for the semi-synthetic process. So there are various medicinal active compounds which are used for the treatment, and these medicinal active compounds are semi-synthetic in nature, that is, they are obtained by partial or halfway synthesis. For example, paclitaxel, tetracycline, tigecycline, artemether, etc. are some of the organic compounds which are obtained from obtained from semi-synthetic resources.